Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 6 episode number 16 reaction. Alright, the previous episode we see Shigaraki, not Shigaraki, technically it was all for one in Shigaraki's body. Him going to the, using Shigaraki's body and kind of coming to the prison, breaking himself out, and all the other what are they called, the criminals as well, and like just defeating the guards and everyone, and breaking out completely with, like, everyone is back muscular. Stain is out. I didn't realize that was Stain. For a moment, someone from the comments told me that was actually Stain, who I actually thought it was Skeptic, but obviously Skeptic was already with us. So yeah, it was Stain. We've never seen him without the bandaged mask, so I guess I wasn't able to properly recognize him. And not only that, we got to see a new character. I think the character who we've been seeing in the opening for, like that lady with the purple, I think like a purple colored hair or a blue colored hair. I don't exactly remember, but that person. We also got to see that guy, Overhaul. I forgot his actual name. He also broke out. Like, everyone is out now, and All For One is like, oh, come with me. I'll become the, I'll lead you guys. I'll become the demon lord or whatever he said. And we can see how, the League of Villains, like Spinner, he's like, what are you doing? Like, we are actually following Shigaraki, not you. But All For One is like, it's fine, everything is fine, I'm just helping him out. So yeah, that was that. And in the hero section, everyone is still injured. People are kind of recuperating little by little, but Deku is still unconscious. Bakugo came back. Bakugo is conscious again. However, Deku is still unconscious, and that's where it ended. Yeah, let us see what happens. Episode number 16. Yeah, so I'll be putting subtitles in the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, Bakugo. Okay. Which is true, I guess. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, my god. Like, it's like he broke his arms, his legs, everything. If he dies, I'll kill him. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, this Hawk's past? Oh, he also grew up watching All Might, obviously. Yeah. All Might is here. Oh yeah, he loved Endeavor, I remember. He was very impressed by Endeavor. Wait, is that a elephant? What the? Oh boy. Swiftly defeats villain. Fictitious beings. Wait, are we gonna get a little bit of a backstory of Oz? Oh my god. Sell me out. Wait. Oh wait, yeah, I remember them saying his father was like a criminal or something. Oh my god. Wow, both her parents are, yeah. Kill someone. There you go. Ah. Whoa. What the goddamn? What? I would have been free. Yeah. Ooh. Like, as far as I remember. Oh, wait, the father was caught. By Endeavor, wasn't it? Like, Endeavor got him? Wait, is that her power? What? Is that eyeballs? What the? Ah. Like, he realized, like, yeah, that's not on the other side of the TV. Wait, does she have like a telekinesis power or something? Okay. Let's go to the police. The eyeballs. Oh, he went to the police, I think. Yeah. Oh, okay, no. Erase any connection. Ah. Okay, so that's how he started working for the heroes. Okay, there you go. So this is how everything started. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, but in a different way. Like, the hero that he became was more of a spy, not a hero, you could say, but Oh, nice. Oh, damn, that's a cool car. Oh, he's talking with using that. Okay. Hmm. There you go. That was the whole thing. Okay, they had like a distrust then. Yeah, true. Okay, 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 okay. Help preserve your body. Ah, so it worked out. Yeah. So it kind of worked out in our advantage. Okay, okay. Oh boy, what now? Oh great, the yeah. Glutton god, what? Oh my god. Ugh. Fiber five. Yo, you think you can defeat that best genius? The number three hero. He's number three, isn't it? Or number two now? I think number two now. Number three, there you go. Okay. Closed up offices and left. Yeah, people are. Oh, great. So there's a few people who still kind of have high hopes for. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. A few people are not happy. Uh, okay, at least everyone is not dissing them. I thought like that it became that bad, but Ukai. Wait, what? Ukai. Where have I heard that name? Who is Ukai? Oh wait, it's her. His mom. It's his mom. There you go. Takami Keigo. That was his name. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. True. Uh, oh, that's where he bought the. Damn, even the plushie toy Almighty is more expensive than Endeavor. That's kind of sad. Oh, yeah. Mm, yeah. Loose ends. His dad? Oh yeah, obviously Endeavor, yeah. Oh, origin. Okay, makes sense. I was thinking he's talking about his dad. No, his origin means Endeavor, obviously, because he got influenced by him. So his origin, yeah. Damn, look at this. Hmm. Oh boy. Great. What is this guy's? Like a bubble man? Cider house, okay. Wait. Yeah, the support items, they might help. Wash. Wait, what kind of washing machine do in this situation? Hmm. Oh, makes sense. Oh yeah, this is another big problem. Wow. I sure laughed, but that was kind of funny. The way the oh my god. Oh, so it's a healing type of hero. Wait, what? Oh, Yoroimusha retired. Damn. Yeah, good God. I am not here. Oh, Stain, isn't it? Is that Stain? No, who's that? That is Stain. Yeah. Like, people want a scapegoat always, you know? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Whatever it's something with his family, he. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, that's a bit embarrassing. Hey yo! That was funny. That was quite funny. Imagine stumbling into a situation like that. Oh boy. Mm. What? Who? Oh, oh yeah, it's mom. Endeavor's face is quite funny. Not gonna lie. What's that flower? What? Oh, okay. that that ending part kind of became a little bit funny, you know. Endeavor's Endeavor's face was. Oh boy, that was kind of, comedic in the end a little bit. I was not expecting something like that suddenly, you know. Like Endeavor, like it's like such an emotional scene going on, and we suddenly see Todoroki just like, wait, what the hell? Is this a wrong time I've stumbled upon this place? And the way he screamed Shoto after that was funny. Okay. Oh, Okay, that is it, I think. Yeah. So, this episode, the thing I was expecting them actually showing us a little bit more of Deku, because in the previous episode they ended in a section where they said like Deku's not conscious, but they did not really go in that section, and kept going on with the whole Hawk's situation and Endeavor situation. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe the next episode we'll see more of Deku, because obviously he's not conscious still. I'm sure he'll come back sooner, like in one or two episodes. And yeah, I wonder how he'll react to everything. Obviously, like heroes are like one of his biggest, what's that word, inspiration. And yeah, he's looked up to heroes, and seeing how people are reacting now to everything now. I wonder how he'll react to this whole thing. And okay, now here in this episode we see at the beginning Bakugo was going towards Deku's room to see what's going on, and then after the opening we switch to a backstory of Hawks, and how he, what was his past. So he obviously is a kid who has looked up at heroes from his childhood. In television he used to watch All Might, and also Endeavor as well. So like he got, just like all the kids in this generation who looked up to all the heroes in television, he also got motivated, just like Deku. He was motivated. And the reason why he, obviously we saw him looking at All Might and Endeavor, but the reason why I'm guessing he looked up to Endeavor so much is probably because of the plushie. Like you see that scene where his mom is like, oh, Endeavor plushie, here you go. And we cannot afford the All Might plushie, here you go, you can have the Endeavor plushie. And I feel like getting that plushie, he started looking up to Endeavor more, that type of thing. Like, I think so. That is probably why, because we at the beginning of this episode we did see him look up to All Might as well, but then Endeavor came in and he was also looking up to Endeavor. And then like he looked up to both of them equally, I guess, at the beginning, but after getting the plushie, Endeavor plushie, he probably started appreciating Endeavor more. Like that type of thing, I'm guessing, happened. uh but either way, now here's the thing about Hawks is very interesting, which is, you see how he was talking about that he thought heroes are like an enigma. Like, they're always on the other side of the television. Now you see this thing, like this part was done in a very beautiful way. They did not, tell us what was going on, but the vibe that we got from this whole episode, this whole backstory of Hawks, is that we could see Hawks was a person who obviously was not happy with his family situation. His dad is a criminal, beats him up. His mom obviously, is always afraid and doesn't really say much, doesn't protest, and that type of situation. So his family situation was messed up, and that is how he has been born. He has been, living his life. So for him, that was the norm. That messy, messed up situation was the norm. He thought that's how you live life. Because obviously from a childhood, if you get grown up in that type of a situation, that type of environment, you will think that's how everything goes, because you're a little child. And that's why he always saw stuff on the television and saw the heroes helping everyone, saving people from their tough situations, and he always thought, oh, it's on the other side of the screen, this is not real, that type of thing. He always felt. And how messed up his family life is, he felt that, yeah, heroes belong to the other side of the television. So he kind of looked up to them. So as time went on, we see, after that situation where his dad gets captured, he says that, oh, I realize now that heroes are not only on the other side of the television, they're here. We can see how he starts gaining, I guess you could say, hope, probably. And he realized, like, that is the, that exact moment when he realized that heroes don't only exist on the other side of the television, they are real. And like we start seeing him how he started, like, what's that word, getting influenced by heroes and wanted to become people like them, people like the heroes who help other people out. And he became like that, and he started looking up to heroes. So this is the thing, like they showed this in a very interesting way, where his family life, no one was saving him from his dad, you know and it was a messed up family life he had. So he never really thought that heroes are real, because for him, if heroes would be real, they would come and save him, because that's how we see in television. What are heroes? Heroes are people who come and help you out in times of your need. That's a hero. And he's been seeing all of these things in the television, and he's never really felt that heroes are real, because his family life is messed up. No one comes to help him out, so they must belong on the other side of the television. They're not real. But then when his dad got captured, he's like, oh, heroes exist. Because yeah, it's happening, like Endeavor captured my dad. I can see that. And so that means Endeavor exists. And he started, like, getting the motive. Now everything could have gotten wrong over here if Endeavor did not capture his dad. And that is exactly what happened with all the other League of Villains. Hawks was, you could probably say, lucky in that sense, where his family life did not get completely messed up. And in the end, someone did come and help him out in an indirect way, which was Endeavor, by capturing his dad. If Endeavor did not save him in that way, Hawks probably would have been part of the League of Villains by now. Just like how it happened. For the League of Villains, each and every character, they were not saved by their circumstances. Their circumstances, they have messed up circumstances. They had a lot of trouble going on in their life, and nobody came to help them. And that is why they're in the League of Villains now. That's what's happening. However, like I said, Hawks got lucky in that sense, where he also could have started walking that path if Endeavor never captured his dad. Since Endeavor captured his dad, you could say he got saved. And that is why, he became someone who started working for the heroes. If nobody came and saved him, he probably would have been in the League of Villains by now. Because messed up situation, nobody coming to help him out. And yeah, that's why he probably would have ended up in. So you could see, like this is the thing. And obviously, like, what can I say, like, heroes are also humans, they cannot save each and every person in this world. And it's basically just luck. If you're having like a messed up family life or a messed up situation in your life, then it's all on luck that if someone comes and help you out, if you actually need the help of a hero, it's basically just luck if you get saved or not. Like, because like I said, like, heroes cannot save each and every one of the people. There's so many people in this world, like, it's kind of impossible for them to help out everyone. And the few people who end up being the unfortunate bunch who never get saved, they obviously end up becoming villains. And that is the sad reality of this world. And yeah, exactly. Okay, now after that, oh yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, his family life. So we see him just, like, looking at the television, kind of looking up to heroes. And we see his dad. Obviously his dad is a criminal, and they kind of explain how his dad was running away from the police. His mom came and helped him out, sheltered him. And then he was born. Now there's one part I don't actually understand. His dad was muttering something. His dad said something like, I shouldn't have relied on Tomie's work. No, if only Tomie hadn't had this kid, if he hadn't been born, I would have still been free. Okay, I don't understand one thing here. He's complaining about how having this kid has shackled him here. But he doesn't seem like a person who could easily be shackled down. Like, I don't understand this part. Like, he's complaining about how he says, like, I shouldn't have, like, relied on Tomie's quirk. Tomie, I'm guessing, is his mom's name. So I shouldn't have relied on Tomie's quirk. Then he's complaining that, oh, if only Tomie hadn't had this kid. So, oh, Oh, okay, okay. I'm guessing I realize what he's talking about. He's probably talking about how obviously, he's a wanted criminal. People like, everyone probably has wanted posters of him. So he's talking about how if Tommy hadn't had this kid, he would have been free. So by that, I think he's meaning that since Hawks is here, Hawks, I guess he kind of inherited his quirk, kind of. You see this guy, he has this wings and stuff. Hawks also has that. So I'm guessing he's by free. What he means is that since Hawks is here and he has an immediate, like an almost identical quirk as him, he cannot really leave them alone, because if the world gets to know about Hawks, they'll probably somehow track him down as well. And so that's why Hawks is probably like a, I don't know, like a liability to him, because he's a wanted criminal. And if someone sees Hawks, they can immediately realize that, oh, this must be that guy's son. I don't know. I actually don't understand this part. This is the only thing that I feel like he was probably trying to say here, because yeah, like otherwise, what else would it mean? He's saying that I shouldn't have relied on Tomiya's quirk. No, if only Tomiya hadn't had this kid, if only he hadn't been born, I still would have been free. There you go. And Tomiya says that, hey, don't run away, okay? Okay, so I think that is probably what it meant by that I would have been free. Okay, so obviously Hawks always prayed that he never ended up becoming like his parents, because they're completely broken people. And then one day, Hawks's mom says that, oh, Keigo, your dad has been captured. He stole a car to escape, but then he was caught. And okay, so I'm not exactly sure what her quirk is, Tomie. However, it seems like some kind of a sensory quirk. She has like 2 or 3 eyes floating around. So at first I thought it was telekinesis, but probably not, because those are eyeballs. So I guess it's like some kind of a sensory quirk, I'm not sure. And yeah, she says like he has been captured by Endeavor, and this is where everything changed. Like Hawks is like, wait a minute, Endeavor. And that's when he realized, like, oh, heroes doesn't exist on the other side of the television. They're real, since Endeavor captured my dad. And here he says, in that instant, fiction became reality. And someone I had only seen on television, a hero really existed. There you go. That type of situation where the person who you admire is always on the other side of TV, so you kind of think sometimes that, oh, do they really exist? But then when you see them face to face, you're like, oh my god, yeah, this is real. That type of feeling. And since he was a kid, like I said, he never thought like that heroes existed, because he always saw them on the other side of the television. And the fact that his messed up life, his messed up family situation, nobody helped him from there. Heroes are supposed to help people. So probably in his head, he probably thought that, oh, that must mean that heroes are actually fictional beings, because if heroes existed, they would have probably saved me from this mess of a life. That's probably what he thought up until now. So he just saw heroes on the other side of television, and that's what he thought. And then when suddenly he got to know that Endeavor has captured his dad, he's like, oh, heroes exist. Since his obviously, like, he captured his dad. And not only that, his messed up life is probably going to come to a closure. His dad wouldn't be there to just like make his life a harder time. But either way, Hawks's mom was like, all right, let's get out of here quickly. And okay, next we see them like in the train station. And like things could have gotten wrong here as well, because like his mom was kind of a broken person. So she's like, oh, do whatever you can to get us money, use your power, use your quirk. And Keigo realized that if I did that, I'll just become my dad. So I don't want that. So at first he was like, I'm going to go to the police. And then like these guys from the that organization. I always forget their name. The organization that took in Keiko. They come in and they're like, oh, like, ma'am, your son, your son has a very interesting quirk. So if we, like, take care of him, take him under our wing, uh we will provide for you and your family. And the mom is like, I don't have, you see, like, where's my family? We two are the only ones. And then they say, like, yeah, exactly, we know your connection to the dad, so if he comes under our wing, we will do everything to clear your name off from that person. You won't be bothered anymore by that. Like, all the crime that he committed and everything will all just be, like, it will detach your name from him. That type of situation. We won't bother you with stuff that he did. That's basically what they said, I think. And so obviously she agreed to it, I guess. And like, no other choice, what else would they even do? And I guess they started walking in a better path, kind of. Still messed up their life, like Keiko has to work like this, but still. So later on, they talk to the Keiko, and we see this flashback which you've seen before as well, where Keiko's like, oh, can I save people just like how he saved me? And they were like, yeah, definitely. And like, he became the hero. I guess he is saving people, obviously, in a bit of a different way. He's more of the what's that word, the shadow of the hero society, that kind of thing. He works in the shadows, and he does, like, he soils his hands for the greater good. And that is why he has to do a lot of, I guess, assassinations and stuff, these type of things, infiltration. And the work that they do is basically dirty work. And the dirty work that these guys do help the heroes be a complete, like a ray of hope for everyone, that type of thing. Heroes don't deal with those dirty stuff, these guys do. And that is why, like, the heroes are able to keep shining for the other people to have hope, which is, what can I say, it's a messed up situation, but nothing you can do about this thing, because everyone needs hope. And heroes are people who should not be allowed to do dirty their hands, because they're the hope of the people. And so that means someone has to do the dirty job, which is these people, I guess. So okay, now next we see Best Genius is taking Keiko to one of the, like, to one of the places in his car. And here we get to see what he actually did with Best Genius. They did a surgery on him. I think that's what he says. Where's that part? If I hadn't have undergone surgery to be in a temporary state of death, there you go. An idea inspired by the Nomu. So basically that's what he did. He not acted, but he went through a surgery which made him seem as if he has died. And that's why, like, like, Dabi was able to confirm that he was dead without suspecting anything, and took Hawks in their organization. So that's what went on. So basically he went through a surgery which made him feel he has died, took him to Dabi, and Dabi kept his body preserved. So that is why later on Keiko then brought him back to life again. Like, that's what happened exactly. Either way, like, and then they suddenly stumble upon these hooligans just trying to loot the city, and this glutton guy or whatever, I forgot his name, this villain. And yeah, Best Genius captures them, and we can see there's a few people who are not happy about the whole situation, a few people who are still very excited seeing Best Genius. And you know what, I feel like, I don't know, I don't know what I expected, but I thought everyone would be jeering at them, throwing stuff at them. That's what I thought. But it seems a lot better than I initially expected. There are obviously people who are not happy about the situation. Like, you can see that scene where everyone is just standing there. A few people in front are happy, smiling, while there's a few people at the back just folding their arms, just with a very scrunched up face, not happy about the situation at all. And mixed reception. That's what's going on. And so Best Genius is like, oh, what happened to everyone? like where are the heroes? And they say like, oh, like, they just left, like after going through criticisms, they just went away. The police have the hands full with the villains who escaped from the prison. As for the heroes, they closed up their offices and left as soon as people started criticizing him. Well, what else do you expect? If I find it so weird that they're like, oh, the heroes left after we started criticizing them, and I'm like, yeah, what else would they do? Like, yeah, like what do you expect? They expect to stay here while you throw stuff at her, blaming them for stuff that they have not done. Is that what you expect them to do? Like, this is such a like such a messed up situation. Like here's the thing, like, I've always felt this about My Hero Academia. The people in this world are actually pretty, what can I say, like, pretty douchebags. Like the normal civilians, I feel like I can understand why they're mad, but then why are you guys bothering the heroes who have nothing to do with any of the things that happened? Like, they're mad at Endeavor, understandable. He did a few sketchy stuff, and obviously he needs to answer the questions. I understand that. Why the hell are you bothering some random heroes who are just here to help you guys out, and you're just criticizing them for something that they have not even done? Like, what have they done wrong? What have, and then they left, obviously, because you started bullying them, basically, and now you are mad at that situation. Like, what type of entitled, like behavior is this? Like, self-entitled behavior is this? Like, what is wrong with the people in this world? I'm so confused. Like, obviously this world IRL is kind of messed up, but I don't think it's this messed up, is it? Or am I just naive? Am I just talking from naivety? Is this actually what happens? I don't think so. I don't think it is this bad. But who knows? Maybe I'm actually naive. Maybe this is actually what happens. Like, I don't know. But either way, like, I've always felt this, but the people in this world are really messed up. Like, especially in My Hero Academia, the normal citizens and the civilians. Like, at the drop of a hat, they just get pissed off. At the drop of a hat, they start blaming every little thing that happened in their life to the heroes. Like, oh, my toilet started, leaking. It must be the heroes. That type of situation. And it's just baffling. Like that type of thing, I feel like I can see a few people are obviously appreciative of this sin, but you saw those people who are just with that, like, just like this, oh my god, the heroes are here, we don't need heroes. Like, you saw that guy, like, obviously I understand, but what have they done wrong? What have Best Genius done wrong? What has he done wrong? He's done nothing wrong. He, what he did was he kind of almost sacrificed his life to save the society, to help the people. He kind of did that. He played with his life and death, and he came back, and obviously now he's seeing these people are making a ruckus in the streets, so he's going and helping them out, and there are still people not happy about it. Like, what do you expect? You're mad with Endeavor? Go in front of Endeavor's. I guess there are a lot of people there in front of his hospital. Go there, or do some, just say your frustrations in stuff like in situations like that. Maybe in a press conference or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it goes, but don't bother people who have nothing to do with this situation. Like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? What have these heroes done wrong? They've done nothing wrong, and it's such a weird thing, like I said, obviously everyone is not like that. We can see a few people really happy seeing Best Genius. They're like, oh, thank god you're here, thank you for saving us, that type of. But there are also a few people who are not happy about the situation. They're actually not happy about the whole thing. Like, that's the whole scene, and they criticize the heroes, and probably criticize them so much that they actually had to run away from here, pack their bags and just leave. And now they're complaining about the villains. Like, what else do you expect? There were people here who were helping you guys out. You bullied them, made them run away from here, and now you're complaining again. Like, wow, like that's just amazing. And now these people are taking everything in their own hands, but they are using the support items. And obviously I cannot blame them, because if someone comes and starts ransacking your place, if you have like a support item, I'm pretty sure you're going to use it. And yeah, but the fact that they actually bothered the heroes so much that they actually left from this place is actually baffling to me. It's just so wrong. And yeah, like this world is messed up, especially My Hero Academia. This world, like especially the the citizens in this world, I don't think they deserve what they're getting. It's such a, like, like, what can I say, like they're so weird. Like everything, like, every little thing, they're just ready, with the pitchfork, like, oh, something happens wrong, the heroes are the ones who were doing it, like, let's go and bother them and just bully them into leaving. Like, that'll be good. And then they realize in the end, like, wait a minute, we just bullied the heroes to run away, and now the villains are attacking us. So who's the one at fault? Obviously the heroes. The heroes are the ones at fault. They are the ones who are doing. That's their mentality. That's exactly their mentality. They bother the heroes to leave, then they get attacked by villains, and then they're like, oh, the heroes are at fault because they're not helping us. Anyways, I'm like, in a nutshell, these people, I don't like them. These normal people, they're messed up. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, just calm down. Like, good God, these guys are so mad at Endeavor that they're just like, I don't know what to say. It's so weird. But either way, Eraserhead, not Eraserhead, what am I saying? Best Genius kind of, like, sees, like, in this scene, we see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people who are just smiling, like, oh, like, Best Genius are here to help us. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people who are just like this. All right, well, okay, great. And Hawks is like, the distrust of heroes are getting worse and worse every day. Like, this is so just, what can I say? Like, in this situation where, like, I don't know, like, people need to realize that heroes are also people, like, they're not gods that they can do everything. They're probably pissed off at this whole jailbreak situation. Not only that, they're also pissed off at the Endeavor situation. So they're just, like, just letting everything out on the other normal innocent heroes who have done nothing wrong, just bullying them into, like, just leaving the place. So they're just doing that. But, like, what do you expect? Like, like, how can you blame the heroes in this situation? Like, they literally went through a life and death, like, battle, and like, so many people, like, were casualties. And like, what do you expect from them? Like, so, I don't know, like, so, I don't know what to say. Like, people are also kind of messed up, if you think. Like, good God. Now next we get to see them go to Hawks' place, where his mom lived, I'm guessing. And his mom has left what's that word? A letter. And here she has written that, I'm sorry Scary Man came into the house, Darby sent them, and threatened me, saying, tell me about your family. I ended up telling them about you and your father. Okay, I'm really sorry. I don't want you to cause any trouble, so I'm leaving the house. Please be well. I'm very proud of you. Okay, there you go. Now Hawks realized that it must be Darby and his men, and they hired some help, did this, and Hawks is like, I should have realized this. And here's a few things interesting things that he says. I'm going to read this part. He says that when we erased our connection to Takami, it meant my relation with my mother was erased as well. That was fine with me. I abandoned her instead of saving her, even though I wanted to help people. Then he says, like how he saved me, can I make the world brighter for everyone else? That was his goal. And here he says that my own actions just came back to bite me. I actually feel relieved. It's not really something I can say it in my current situation though. The safety commission, that's what they're called, yeah. It's essentially out of service. There isn't anyone to give me orders anymore. There's nothing tying me down. So what he's saying, I can kind of understand. He says like by kind of raising my relation with my dad and my mom, I basically abandoned her. So like unlike what heroes do is save people, I kind of abandoned her. And he's saying how the safety commission obviously has always had a leash on him, but now that there's the orders have stopped coming, he does have a little bit of free reign. So he wants to tie up the loose ends now in this situation, and do the stuff that he was never able to do because of the leash around his neck all the time. I think that's what he's trying to say here. And we get to see his mom took him to the convenience store and bought him the Endeavor plushie. And she says that, okay, the Endeavor plushie was like 500 yen. I wonder how. Wait a minute. Never mind, they are not showing it. I was going to say, I wonder how much the All Might plushie costs. This part, I don't know why, it's so funny to me. Like, you remember Endeavor always like kind of having this inferiority complex about how All Might is better than him and all that, always trying to catch up to him, never being able to do that. We know all of that, I'm just imagining a situation where, for example, Endeavor came to this convenience store. I don't know why, because of some reason, and he suddenly saw two plushies, his own plushie and All Might's plushie. His plushie is like 500 yen, All Might's plushie is like 1000 yen. And I'm just imagining how he it probably never happened, but I'm just imagining if a situation like that happened and Endeavor saw that. I wonder how he would feel. It's so messed up. Like imagine that being the case. Like like you know the thing. Obviously we also have like figurines, anime figurines, plushies and stuff. The different plushies kind of have varying amounts of what's that word, cost. Some are cheap, some are more expensive. The ones which are cheap are obviously more easily done. There is not any much production value that goes into it. However, expensive ones are actually done very well, and they actually have a lot of details and everything, and obviously popular characters have a higher price than maybe like a side character, understandable. But we don't feel bad about that because these characters are actually fictional. Imagine if these characters actually existed and they were like, I don't know, like people who actually existed in the real world, and one character had an expensive cost and the other one had like a lesser cost. Imagine that situation. Endeavor and All Might in this world exists, and putting a price tag like that on their plushies seems kind of messed up to me, because these people exist. They're not fictional characters to them, at least. So same place, Endeavor plushie cheap, All Might plushie more costly. Endeavor, if he actually came across a scene like that, he would have been pissed off. I'm pretty sure. He would have been like, what the hell is this? Why is this happening? And I don't know why this scene kind of made me chuckle a little bit. I'm like, good God, like stop, please. And the mom just says here that, oh, this is good enough, right? All Might's too expensive. I'm like, good God, facepalm. Wow. Okay, so obviously him getting the Endeavor plushie, I'm pretty sure made him appreciate Endeavor even more, and that is why he started looking up to him and everything. And here he says that Genist, when people are cornered or when they become free, that's when their true nature comes out. Exactly, just like what happens to the villains. And that is why Bubai Gawara was a good guy. Yeah, because he was free at that moment. He was cornered, he was free, but still he was an actually genuinely nice person, which kind of shows that from the inside he was a good person. He's the only one who tried to help Hawks. And like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows and everyone realized that, yeah, Bubai Gawara is a really good villain. Like, not good villain in that sense, like, but from the heart he's a very good person. And he says, like, setting aside whether his actions were right or wrong. Exactly, this is the thing. We need to set aside whether his actions are right or wrong, and look at him as an actual person. Just forget about morality for a moment. As a person, he was a very nice person, probably the purest person in the League of Villains. Setting aside morality, and that's what he's trying to say. He was desperately trying to help others, and I want to be like that too, exactly. But obviously the council has their fangs upon him, so. And then he kind of thinks about when his mom asked him to, like, use his powers to, like, to do the wrong thing and, like, bring food for them. And there's a little flashback where we see him doing exactly that. He's probably thinking of the possibilities where he became a villain or something and used his power for the wrong. And he says, like, I want to do what is right. Right, like the actual meaning right. Like, not, I guess what he's trying to say here is not morality right and wrong. What is actually right, like Bubai Gawara, like twice. Like, obviously, setting aside morality, what he did was right. We're not talking about morality here. Like, we've actually set it aside. He wants to do what is right now, and that's the thing. And I feel like in a part of his heart, he probably feels that abandoning his mom was something, obviously, like, he didn't abandon her as per se, but like, as he said, that, like, losing all contact with her kind of meant abandoning her. Like, doing that was obviously not right. He shouldn't have done that, and he probably regrets it now. And that's why he says, even if what Dabi said about the Todoroki family is true, obviously, I'm sure things are different now, which is true. Endeavor has gone through a lot after that. And Best Genius is like, what will you do then? And he says, there's a ton of loose ends that I need to tie up. And he's saying, like, starting with my origin, obviously his origin being Endeavor. Endeavor's situation, he needs to help him out. Yeah. So I'm guessing he's going to go and somehow help Endeavor. I don't know exactly how, but let's see. Either way, and here he talks about how, like, the frustrations are increasing, like, people are getting attacked and everything. The situation cannot be held back any longer. And we see this cider guy, or whatever his name was, is attacking, and we see these people, the normal people, using the support items to attack them back. And things are getting even in a more bad situation, because escalating in a worse situation, because they're also injuring themselves. They're using the support item, getting themselves hurt, hurting the villains as well. So things are not going okay, and heroes are trying their best to help out, but obviously, like, half of the heroes have just left and just retired and resigned. So we see the Wash hero. He comes in and sees everything is just gone wrong. And here, these people, they're like, oh, what took you so long? Like, throwing stuff at him. He says, like, we got caught up. We couldn't leave the house, so we were just waiting quietly at home. Hey, Wash, what have you been doing? Well, yeah, like, he was probably busy with trying to save some other people. And like, this is the thing, like I said, if these guys are so desperate for heroes, why did in the first place did you actually, like, bully them into leaving? You saw that one scene where he said that guy said that, oh, the heroes left because we criticized them so much. Imagine criticizing them so much that they actually packed their bag and left. That's what they did. So you guys are now frustrated that there's no heroes coming and helping you out, but you guys are the reason why they left. So wow, what a great what can I say, like, you know, what a great thing you guys have done. And now they're complaining why the heroes are not here. You guys were the reason why they left. Like, you know, half of the heroes are just gone. You know, the other heroes, the heroes who were not injured, a few of the pro heroes were probably here, and they are the ones reason why they left. And now they're complaining why the heroes are not here. Like, what is I'm baffled. I'm really baffled. And now they're complaining why there's no heroes coming to help them. But obviously Wash is like, oh, I'm going to help you guys out. And seeing stuff like this happening, people throwing stuff at you and, you know, complaining, oh, why were you not here, is going to make more heroes leave. You guys are not making the situation better. Like, you know, you see what they did here, like, threw stuff at Wash. I wouldn't be surprised if a few episodes later Wash is like, you know what, screw this, I can't be bothered. You know, I'm trying to help these people out, and they're actually like, you know, hitting me with stuff and complaining about the situation. So I'm just going to, you know, not do the job anymore. I'll just, you know, like, just resign, and then leaves. And the more and more heroes will, like, you know, decrease. Now here's the funny thing: heroes are just decreasing, villains are not. Villains are increasing in this situation. So these people, they want the heroes to come quickly to them, but then they have their own problems and their own frustrations about Endeavor. So they're just bad-mouthing the heroes, bullying them to leaving, and the heroes are decreasing. And then they're surprised, you know, when they see that the heroes are not coming to help them out, and then they're complaining about that oh, the heroes are not coming, and bullying the heroes who are at least coming to help them and complaining to them. And then what happens? Those heroes who are at least still hanging on to coming to help these situations out, they will also retire. Not retire, but resign. They'll just also resign, and the heroes are going to go lower and lower. That's what's happening. Like, oh my god, like, this is a mess. This is an actual mess. Like, it's like a cycle. This is going to continue. Like, heroes are going to leave more and more, and villains are going to increase, and the whole place will go into pandemonium. Hey, exactly, this is what Hawks says here: the number of heroes decreased. And we see this one guy, this guy, number 9 hero, he says, like, with all the damage, I have no choice but to fall on my sword, and he's going to leave. And everyone is like, oh, what do you mean by your reason? Like, you're leaving, you're just avoiding responsibility, and throwing stuff at him. Oh my god. Wow. Yoroi Musha, that was his name. Number 9. He retired. Oh, damn, old man, I was your fan too. Yeah, great. Like, this is a thing, you know. Like, people think the heroes are like some kind of a perpetual, like, you know, machine. Like, they keep working and working, and all they do is like save people. They've forgotten the fact that heroes are also human beings. Like, that is the problem with the people here. You know, like, they've relied on heroes so much that they've actually forgotten that they're human beings, and they think that they can do whatever the hell they want to, because just because they are, like, you know, like citizens and you know, like part of the, you know, part of the place, and they think they can do whatever the hell they want to, and just yeah, like, I can understand the frustrations. Obviously the world, the whole situation is messed up, but they need to understand that what they're doing here now is worsening the situation. You know, you have frustrations, all well and good, keep it to yourself, you know, because if you throw that at the people who are trying to help you out, they'll get, like, you know, they'll get fed up with that, and they'll leave as well, which is going to make you situation even more troublesome. So keep that within you, you know, like, that's the thing here. You know, everyone has frustrations. I know that. I understand that. You know, the whole situation is not good. Understand that. But obviously keep that to yourself. Don't throw that at people who are trying to help you out, because they'll stop helping you then. That's the thing. Like, and that is what's going on here. And they're surprised why heroes are not coming to help out. You guys are actually just making it tougher, the situation tougher for them to help you out. And that's what's going on. And there you go, people are not happy. Obviously we get to see that Stain is back. You know, he got his sword back again, when Endeavor is in the hospital room, and yeah, and Endeavor is back, and we can see so many people just frustrated at him. Like, I understand Endeavor's being angry at Endeavor. I can understand that, but I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone is just pinning the blame on Endeavor, the whole situation. Like, he did wrong, obviously, but whatever's happening now is, I guess, not everything is his fault, is it? I don't know. I don't think so. But still, people always need a scapegoat. Like, they always want to dump their own frustrations on one unfortunate person, and for now that unfortunate person is Endeavor, obviously, because yeah, they found out that he did something wrong. That's why everyone is ganging up on him, and it's not making the situation better because Endeavor himself is struggling with that. And this part was funny when he was crying and he was like, oh, I cannot fight my own son. And that part was so funny when he kind of looks at the side and sees like Todoroki just standing there, like, baffled, and closes the door and he's like, Shoto! God damn. Oh boy. And then they come in and he's showing he, like, remorse. He's like, yeah, I understand what I've done wrong. Like, it's a bit too late. I do understand that. And then his mom, not his mom, sorry, his wife, sorry. And he says, like, now my guilt, my heart. And she comes in and she's like, what about your heart? Regret and guilt, we all feel it much more than you do. And she gets in. I wonder why she has that flower in her hand. I don't know. And she comes in and she says, like, I want to talk about you, about our family, and about Toya. And I'm kind of interested in, I'm guessing next episode they'll tell us what does he want to talk. She'd want to talk about Toya about. Let's see. Either way, and that was this episode. And yeah, oh boy, I love the fact that people are pissed off at Endeavor, and they are trying to obviously channel the frustrations into someone needs to be the scapegoat, because that's the unfortunate reality of this world. Whenever something bad happens, we always try to find a scapegoat to put everything on them. And perfect timing, because Endeavor just got caught up in a scandal, and everyone is like, all right, you know what, there you go, perfect person to make a scapegoat. So let's just channel everything to him. Let's just make everything everything that's happening his fault. And they're just, yeah. And the other people who are, like the heroes who are trying to help everyone out in this situation, trying to stop the villains from wreaking more havoc, they are being complained to, they are being thrown stuff at. And like, just imagine this situation. You're a hero, you just fought some villains, saved like a few people, and you suddenly realize, like, oh my god, there's something happening over there as well, let me quickly go and help them. And you just go there and beat the villains up, defeat them, and then you're like, oh, you guys, are you guys okay? Suddenly people start throwing stuff at you, tomatoes, bananas, I don't know what else, just starts throwing stuff at you, and they're like, where were you? You were late. Like, look at what happened. Everything is your fault. The heroes are at fault. The heroes don't do anything. And then you're like, god damn, then I should probably just retire, just resign. And next day you go and just resign and just leave the hero. And then those people, they are like, oh, why are the heroes not here? Because the hero who's actually, the heroes who are trying to help you out, they're just resigning because of this situation. And then they're mad because the heroes are not helping them. It's this type of situation. Like, who is going to, like the heroes are fighting for their life to stop the villains, and imagine the people you are saving also blaming you. Just imagine that situation. You're breaking your back trying to help someone out, and after you able to help them, they start complaining to you as to why are you late. Just imagine that situation. How would you feel? Would you not think that, what the hell am I doing? Screw these people. Let me just resign. like, who, what am I trying to do? Like, in these battles I might die, like who knows, a random villain might suddenly come and stab me in my back, and I might just die then and there. And I'm fighting for my life to help these people, and these people are blaming me now. So obviously no one will work in that situation. They'll just leave. They'll be like, yeah, screw these people, they can do whatever the hell they want to. No, I'm not in on this thing. That's what's happening here, and it's so messed up. So yeah, great. And unless and until the top heroes, they're back in action again, I'm sure this is going to continue. Like, best genius is there still kind of working, but all the other top heroes as well, they need to come back, and I feel like then everything will be a little bit more better. But for now, nah, things are not looking good. So yeah, let's see. So there you go, that is it. That's my reaction to this episode number wait, what, 16 I think this was. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.